Look under your oil cap right now, and if you see that thick black tar-like crust webbing across the top of your engine, that knot you just felt in your stomach is your body telling you something your mechanic already knows: your motor is choking and the clock is running. That sludge is baked on, oxidized oil strangling your valve train, gumming your variable valve timing, and every mile you drive is shaving life off a machine you paid thousands for. And here's the part that makes your blood run cold. When you walk into a shop and show them that the number they quote you starts at $2,000 for a teardown and manual clean, because pulling a valve cover and scrubbing a top end by hand is brutal labor. So you feel trapped, you feel desperate. And that desperation is exactly what an entire industry is built to farm, because the moment you feel cornered, you'll grab the first shiny can that promises to fix it, and that can is a trap. Walk down any auto parts aisle and you'll see them. The rapid engine flush cans. $25 of aggressive chemical solvent screaming that they'll dissolve your sludge in 15 minutes of idling. And technically, they do break it loose. That's the whole problem. They break it loose all at once in massive chunks that migrate straight to your oil pickup screen and choke off the one thing keeping your engine alive: oil flow. Those cans are packed with harsh mineral spirits and industrial solvent blends, and when you dump that into a warm crankcase and fire it up, you're not cleaning your engine, you're stripping the boundary lubrication film clean off your bearings and your camshaft lobes. Oil doesn't just fill gaps, it plates a microscopic protective layer onto every metal surface, and solvent flush dissolves that layer instantly. So, for those 15 minutes, you're running metal on your most expensive internal parts, scoring cylinder walls and camshaft journals in ways that turn into permanent oil burning, and a knock you'll be chasing for the rest of that engine's short life. But there's a real way to clean a dirty engine for almost nothing, and it uses the exact same chemistry the good shops quietly rely on. The difference is nobody selling you a $25 can wants you to know it costs about $1. The secret isn't some exotic miracle liquid. It's a short cleaning fill of the cheapest high detergent conventional oil you can buy, and the reason it works is written right on the additive sheet of every quality oil made. Before I show you the exact protocol, hit that subscribe button and join the garage underground, because the oil and chemical companies are not your friends here. They sell you volatile flush cans that swell and crack your engine seals, knowing full well it sets you up to buy gaskets and repairs down the road, and the only defense you have is understanding the actual physics of what's happening inside your own engine block, so stick with me. Here's the chemistry they gloss over, and it's called detergent dispersant additive chemistry, and it is genuinely the heart of how modern oil protects an engine. Sludge forms when oil oxidizes under heat and cross-links into heavy polymer chains, sticky varnish, and tar that bonds itself to raw metal. Now, here's the beautiful part. Every quality motor oil already carries a detergent dispersant additive package specifically engineered to fight this, and cheap conventional oils are often loaded generously with it because that's what keeps a hard-working engine clean. Detergents neutralize the acids and help lift deposits off the metal, and dispersants are the real workhorses. These molecules surround loosened particles of contamination and hold them suspended in the oil as microscopic specks, instead of letting them clump together and settle. That's the exact mechanism you want. Deposits lifted gently, broken into particles too small to clog anything, held in suspension in the oil, and then carried out. Some caught by your filter and the rest drained away when you dump the fill. No solvent stripping your protective film, no chunks breaking loose all at once, just the oil's own cleaning agents doing the slow, patient work they were designed to do, while your bearings stay bathed in a full protective film of actual oil the entire time. That is the difference between cleaning an engine and gambling with it. So here is the exact protocol, and I want you to follow it precisely. Start with a warm engine, because warm oil flows and carries better. Then do a normal complete oil and filter change, but fill it with the cheapest quality high detergent conventional oil you can find and a good quality filter. Nothing fancy. The cheap conventional stuff is exactly what you want here, because it is rich in the detergent dispersant chemistry we're after. Now let the engine idle gently and undisturbed for 10 to 15 minutes so the oil circulates fully and the additives get time to work across the top end and the galleries. Then shut it down. Drive the car gently and completely normally for a few hundred miles on that cleaning fill. No hard pulls and no track days, just ordinary driving that lets the dispersants keep lifting and suspending deposits mile after mile, and then change the oil and filter again. That fresh drain pulls out everything the additives lifted and suspended, and that filter traps the particulate, and your engine is meaningfully cleaner than it was. And here is the critical warning, and it matters. Do not stretch this cleaning fill anywhere near a normal oil change interval. You are deliberately loading that oil with contamination it has to hold in suspension, so its cleaning and protective additives get consumed far faster than usual, which means you change it out early on a short interval, not months later, or you're driving on exhausted oil, carrying a full load of debris and no capacity left to protect. Change it early, that's the rule. Now, here's where I keep it honest with you, because this is exactly the part the shops charging you $2,000 will never say out loud. This method cleans contamination and softens moderate varnish and buildup over a change cycle or two. And for the vast majority of engines that just got a little dirty from long oil changes or hard use, that is genuinely what you need, and it works. But it is not black magic. If your engine is packed solid with fully baked hardened sludge from years of flat-out neglect, a couple of gentle detergent fills are not going to dissolve concrete. That damage may genuinely need a shop. And if your oil pickup is already choked and your engine is starving right now, no fill fixes a mechanical blockage. That's a teardown situation, and I won't pretend otherwise. Telling you the truth about what a dollar can and cannot do is the whole point, because that's how you make a real decision instead of getting sold. But if you're catching this early, if you looked under that cap and saw the beginning of a problem instead of the end of one, you just learned how to walk your engine back from the edge for the price of a couple oil changes instead of the price of a new motor. $2,000 for a teardown, or a few dollars of cheap conventional oil and the same additive chemistry the pros use, doing the work gently in your own driveway while you drive to work like normal. That's the trade. So share this video right now with every single person you know who drives an older car or turns their own wrenches, because there's a whole industry counting on them panicking and grabbing a solvent can, and the more of us who understand what's actually happening inside that engine block, the harder we are to sell.